I just saw a thing. It was like ways to determine your draft order. One was a poker game. How you go out is your draft order.
From the first to go out is the last one to pick, or the first one to go out is the first to pick?
First one to go out is the last to pick.
Say you're the last one in, so you get number one, you get a pick when you want to pick. So if you win the competition, so if you're like the fourth in, but spots 1, 2, or 3 are taken, you might want 12, so you get back-to-back picks.
Yeah. So,
okay.
But that's the same thing. It's just I'm like, that's an interesting.
I forgot to do I usually every week on Tuesday, I do a live video on Facebook on the group page and just talk mad shit about everybody who lost, and so weird.
You didn't do that?
I forgot this week. Totally.
Oh.
I was so busy with work and stuff, and I was watching football and baseball, and so next week, Tuesday, I'll do a double.
All right.
Yeah. You know what?
It keeps the lead.
I was about to say, I posted that thing into the group chat on
the
text.
Yeah.
It was like that if you start somebody who gets 0 points, you have to do the ice challenge.
Yeah, because I watched it. I think I responded to it.
Ice plunge challenge?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Ice plunge. Calm down, Jimmy.
Okay.
I sent him a meme that got totally blocked too.
It
was like when he first started this whole ice bath thing with the horse trough, he was like pushing everybody to it.
Oh yeah.
It was like one of those sad. It was from white people humor on Instagram. It was like, bro, please try an ice bath, bro. It's so refreshing. The recovery's so great, bro. Come on, just get in here with me, bro.
It's fine. Whatever. I gave him shit for it. But you know what he doesn't give me shit for? Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Mulbort, Mike, and Randy at the Mac Shack. What's up, guys?
If you've ever brushed your teeth with Cool Whip and mayonnaise, you've come to the right spot.
What the fuck? Like, I know you're trying to come up with a different, hey, yeah.
That's
a good one.
I was about to say that's a good one. That's some grab bag shit.
That is some white people shit.
The last one I thought of on the way out. This one I had nothing prepared for. I just came right off the grid, man.
That's some WPS right there. White people shit.
I originally thought mayonnaise, but I said Cool Whip, and I was like, let's mix them. That's the way my mind works.
Gross.
That's awful.
Hell. So, I brought, last episode we did the vodka. This episode, we
did a vodka drink. We do a whiskey drink.
Well, yeah, literally, we're doing a vodka drink. Now we're doing a whiskey drink.
We do a drink that cleanses you from the inside. We do a drink that comes out from the outside.
Yeah, if you shit your pants.
They're not going to shit themselves.
We've done...
so you want Malort next?
That's what I heard. Randy wants Malort.
Yeah.
That's what I brush my teeth with.
Yeah.
That's what I gargle with.
Gargle.
That's
my rinse.
It's my Listerine.
Can you imagine waking up and brush your teeth with Colgate and then gargling Malort?
Absolutely. Wipes away the taste of the semen.
We should make that a new challenge. I mean, TikTok. So a guy walks in the bar and orders 7 shots of tequila, and the bartender says, well, if you get 8, you get a deal. And he goes, nah, if 7 don't get the taste of dick out of my mouth, 8 ain't going to make a difference.
When do we want race car sounds? Meow.
What do we want? Race car sounds.
What are we doing?
When do we want them?
Meow.
I love that one. So I brought... We've done Angel Envy Rye before. We've done it several times on the show, and I've done it on several different shows. And
we did it on a combined show where I never got paid back for my whole bottle that everybody drank.
That's still a whole bullshit thing, but she's not the Angel Envy rep anymore.
Thanks, Lindsay.
So it's fine.
I'm going to tag her on Instagram when this comes out.
It's fine.
Smart.
That's fine. I mean, you do you.
What if I want to do you?
I don't want you to.
Well, no means maybe sometimes.
Not in my case.
Big closet.
That's a big closet deal.
Big closet.
Yeah, big closet. So the Angel Envy Rye is a rye whiskey finished in Caribbean rum casks. And if you nose that, you're going to get huge maple syrup on that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't nose a lot. I know some things, but I don't nose a lot.
We know you knows nothing. So
nobody knows.
But the barrel Seagrass is finished in Marquette rum Madeira and apricot brandy barrels. So they're different, but the same. They're different because one's a Caribbean
Same, but different.
But they're both rum barrels. So
Yeah,
and
Angels have a lot of maple syrup.
lot of
that's
huge,
just,
it's breakfast.
yeah.
It is fucking breakfast.
It's one of my favorite ryes of all
It's
time.
one of his favorites because he likes things so sickly sweet that it make most people fucking throw up.
This isn't sickly sweet.
It's a little
Those
ishy
nuts
sweet.
from last week.
Oh, yeah.
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 With this, yes.
Yeah.
We can try that.
Yeah,
We'll try that.
we're all like, somebody should get those.
Randy-
I got you.
Randy can get them.
Let me get up and water.
It gets him off the mic for a minute so that we can actually have a conversation.
Nobody knows.
My God, she's a
mute.
baritone.
The mutes. So I am, and this is my personal opinion, is I am a bigger fan of the barrel Seagrass than I am the Angel Envy Rye. But you haven't had the barrel Seagrass.
No.
You've had the rye. So I figured, fuck it, I'll bring them. We'll do another compare. And these bottles have been open for at least a year. So
Has it been that long?
they've sat, yeah, and I just need to finish them off at some point, or maybe mix them, and see what happens.
I think we already know what we're doing later in the show.
But and that may come down to it because there's only like 2 pours left in the Angel Envy and a pour left in the barrel, so
Yeah.
it's not. But the
2 + 1 = 3.
4,
Yeah.
I'm right.
I was told
mean,
there would be no math.
Martelle math.
Depending on today, Jesus, some people are telling you 1 + 1 is 5, and they're fucking morons.
I've seen that shit.
But the Angel Envy Rye retails for about $100, and the barrel Seagrass, the barrel ass,
It's 85
is about 80, 85, somewhere around. So it's cheaper.
I still have OHLQ open.
The Angel Envy is 100 proof, 50%, and the barrel is 119 proof. It's about a 120. So it's a higher strength. It's also a cast strength. So, and there's another $150 version of this that I want to try, but I don't want to buy it. So I'm trying to find somebody who has it so that I can try that.
You should
one.
split it 2 ways.
Or 3.
We should split it 4 ways. We get Misha in on it.
I love Misha.
I was about to say, that's a low-key way of having me pay for me. Sons of bitches.
Well, if you count Misha and Ruby and Murphy and Connor.
Yeah, I was about to say, barrel Seagrass, yeah, $85.
$85. So
Martelle and I will each be paying like $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine.
But we'll leave the bottle here.
Hey, Haley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
When you're old enough, you have a little bit of this bottle.
It'll be good.
Here's the empty bottle for a collector's piece.
I'm actually trying to
We
get.
turned it into a lamp for you.
I'm trying to get both of the kids acclimated to whiskey because I've told
That's the goal of every father who
Well,
has 2 young daughters.
I've told
kids.
No, not like that, you dick. I've told Lexi. I said, when you get out in the world, I said if you're working for a corporation and you're at a business meeting, like if you're whatever, and you order a whiskey, that's a power move on your
I was
part.
about to say, that's credibility.
I said that's a power move on your part.
She's going to be her first job at McDonald's in the drive-thru drinking whiskey.
No, she's already told me she's going to go work at the Lancaster Country Club as her first job.
Where's Lancaster at? Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a hell of a
It's a
commute,
hell of a
but-
fucking drive, but she said she's willing to do it.
She goes all that way to work on an Amish farm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to the Amish farm and you order a whiskey. Yo.
There's some Amish down here in the Lancasters. The
There's
Lancasters.
always reports of like Amish people getting pulled over for drunk
drunk driving.
dude.
clopping.
But they're
Clopping.
but the horse knows his way home. I'm not driving.
Did you just see the video of Marshawn Lynch hanging out with the
No.
Amish? Yes.
Oh, you're going to have to send me that or I'll have to look it up.
100%
Yeah.
I will.
I used to watch the Amish Mafia show that was up in
I never
Yeah.
watched that one.
up in Ohio, up further north in Ohio, in Sugar Creek. Yeah,
I just heard
they
it
had
was
a-
too scripted.
It
so I never got
was
into
totally
it.
scripted. They had an Amish
That doesn't mean it's not
midget.
entertainment. Yeah.
I mean, I was in it for the midget.
You say it like that it's not possible.
It's now. I feel like
Can you believe it? There was an Amish with a
I think
birth defect.
I no, because I just went ahead and went. Oh, he's got a birth defect. They shunned his ass. They did.
Fair.
I mean, they shunned him.
fair.
That's
you
it.
are not made in God's image.
That's
Get
right.
out.
Get out. That's that's a shunning as far as I'm concerned. But the
We should do a spoof of The Shining, but call it The Shunning, and it'd be about a midget in the Amish.
we need a midget first.
A haunted midget.
We need
A
a midget.
demonic possessed midget.
Oh.
I knew some midgets. I haven't talked to them in like a decade.
Can they
but
be our personal assistants?
That'd be awesome. That'd be so good. You like them nuts?
I like them nuts in my mouth. So, all right. So Mike's he's already like laid into the Angel Envy. So
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I've been sipping on my.
So we've all
Buffalo
had
sweet
it.
Tea.
It's good. It's maple syrupy. It's breakfast.
Yeah, no, it's
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest problem is the price point on it.
Yeah,
That's my problem.
I love the flavor.
yeah, no,
The
I
price
would
point
agree with
bothers
that.
me.
Like, I feel for $100 I can buy other things that I like more.
Yes, and with the nut,
I would go up to 50 on this
with
without
the
blinking.
nuts, it's really good. It's
Let me
excellent.
get some nuts.
Get some nuts in your mouth. It's really good. I just had an almond and took a sip, and it's fantastic. So,
Yep.
oh yeah, it's like spicy maple. Well, they're spicy nuts, but spicy maple, like it hits everything. It's perfect.
That's
So
like
fucking good.
Good Belgian waffles.
Chicken and waffles. I know, right?
There's that place in Tarleton we found that has phenomenal chicken. It's the first time I've ever had chicken and waffles.
And
I'm
it
afraid
seems
to try
so
it anywhere
cliche,
else.
but my God, it's so good.
It is. Cherry Street does a really good chicken and waffles.
Oh, do they? I've
Yeah.
never been to Cherry Street yet.
Cherry Street has...
It's really good.
Cherry Street has ridiculously good bar food.
They do, and they're a little pricey,
But portion size...
but
you
portion
can't-
size are good.
Yeah.
I'll say I don't mind paying if the quality is there and the.
They also have a challenge,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
and when I was supposed to do it, this is pre-COVID, not post-COVID. I was supposed to hop in on that challenge, and it got canceled because of COVID. It was all of like the CrossFit gym owners and some of the athletes were all going down there and doing the whatever it's the waffle whatever.
Yeah,
however
I'm
many
I'm
waffles
looking it up right now.
They have, but it's
There's a waffle challenge. Sign me up.
yeah, like it's,
I could eat waffles for. The funny thing is, I'll eat like an entree and a side, and I'll be full. But when it comes to certain things like waffles, especially if I can
just
get a little
pack
bacon
those
here or
waffles
there,
in your gullet.
oh, dude, fill up all the folds.
This is so good.
So the Cherry Street Challenge is 3 Belgian waffles, 10 ounces of ham, 10 ounces of corned beef, 9 eggs, cheese, and bacon. And you have 30 minutes to eat it.
That's not a lot of time, but
It's not a lot of time, but I think I could do it.
there's a lot of I think I could do it. I'd have to prep like a week in advance.
I want it. I just want to eat the day before, and then I do that, and then I'd be lethargic for 3 days. I know I'm huge, but I don't eat as much as
I would fucking throw up.
especially
That's a
like
lot
you
of food.
fit people
That's
who
so
work out a lot. You need,
Well,
it's like pro athletes that eat like 10,000 calories a day. I don't eat near that.
no.
I'm around like 1,500 a day.
And
I'm just
well,
not
I think
as
that's part of
active.
your problem as well.
Probably.
You're not eating enough.
Well, it's what I'm eating too sometimes.
There's that.
That's what I've been trying to change. So
But like the other day, so I didn't go. So Monday I couldn't go to the gym. Tuesday I couldn't go to the gym because I was in all day training. Wednesday I went to the gym, but Tuesday night I was sitting there like just shoving every piece of food I could find in my fucking mouth. And Liz is like, "Holy shit!" She goes, "How much are you gonna fucking eat today?" I'm like, "I haven't
All
been
of
to,
it.
I'm like, "I haven't been to the gym since Friday, so I didn't go on Saturday. I didn't go Sunday. I couldn't go Monday. I couldn't go Tuesday. I'm like, I haven't been to the gym in 4 days. My metabolism is running rampant right now, and I'm hungry. Like
Yeah.
I just need to. Like I ate, those packs of deli meat that you can buy that come like pre-sealed. And you buy them. They
Yeah.
come in a little Tupperware container.
Uh-huh.
I ate half of one of those fucking things.
Yeah.
And then had something else. Had dinner. Like
Came back,
huge,
finished that bitch off, didn't you?
Went back. No, I went back and grabbed like 20 minutes later after dinner. Went and grabbed like an Oreo ice cream cone. She's like, "How the fuck can you eat right now?" I'm like, "I haven't worked out in 4 days." I said, "I am fucking hungry. Like, I need to work out to maintain everything, and I haven't worked out, and I'm just eating because I'm not burning off anything. And I'm fucking starving." I don't know if that's how it works, but science, and that's what happened. So it's what I'm going with. But I could not like satiate. It was like a vampire.
you wanted to suck her blood.
I needed virgin blood, and I didn't have any.
Nope. Leaving that one alone.
And scene.
God damn it. I'm done with that fucking thing. Whatever. So, anyway, Mike's he's already been through his Angel Envy.
No, it's excellent.
It's good. I mean,
Yep.
in my opinion, it's good. That's what it is. So
yeah, it's perfectly viable. Like, it's good.
It's good.
I'm not ever gonna turn it down.
no, I'm not going to turn it down.
I'm not rushing out to buy it.
This will be probably my last bottle that I buy.
This has been regular at Shortstop, and I've passed on it for
I just don't like the
A year
price
now.
for what it is.
yeah. For a hundo, I've had it enough.
You're
I've bought probably 3 bottles of that. And
I can buy
You're paying
other
$1 a
things.
proof.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're buying it. You're paying $1 a proof for it, and it's
a cool looking bottle. It's
I mean,
great flavor. I
they're
love the flavor.
the flavor's good. I just don't think it's
But
worth
like I said,
$100.
That's like 6 handles of Beam 8 Star.
Right.
Stop. Stop. If you buy 6 handles of Beam 8 Star over this, I will smack you. I will physically smack you.
I don't want to eat another nut yet.
That's
But
dessert.
I would pay anything up to $50. High end.
Yeah, I would too.
I think if this was 50, okay, good. If this was like 35 to 40, I like it. If this was 30, I love it. But I'm at the point. This was my rye of choice for how long?
For
Years.
a couple years. I mean, this
And
was
I've
what
gotten to
you,
the point where I just won't buy it anymore because the price point. It's just
You're
they're
welcome.
outpriced themselves.
Well, they initially outpriced themselves because it's always like 2 years ago when I was in Indy for a race, Mo and I went to the liquor store down the street from our Airbnb. They had 3 bottles of that at $200 a bottle. I'm like, no way. It's not worth it.
No, it's like one of the times I've been to DC, I popped into a liquor store just to see prices because they're
Yeah.
not controlled, and the cheapest Weller was like $220.
See, and that's the thing that drives me nuts, is because DC is so DC is not controlled, but they're the fluctuation in price is so wild from store to store, and it's the same thing in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
You go to North Myrtle, they had bottles of Blanton's for $275 at one store, but I could go to this other store and it was $65,
Which is still too much.
which is still too much.
But at least
If you're gonna buy
the
it-
MSRP.
You're close to MSRP. But because my brother-in-law, when he was stationed in D.C. for 3 years, he would just go to Virginia. And he became friends with the store owner and another guy who actually reached out to him recently. He was like, hey, I got another barrel. If you want this barrel, if you just want the barrel, he's like, come and get it. He's like, how long are you going to hold on to it for? He's like, not that long. He's like, I'm not scheduled to be in D.C. for like another 6 months.
Boo.
I'm like, okay, whatever. Because I was going to take his old barrel. He had a Buffalo Trace barrel, and I think he was getting a Blanton's barrel. He's a big Blanton's guy. And I was just like, yeah.
I'm going on a cruise in a month, and I'm curious to see what Duty Free has to offer. Duty.
So, all right. So this barrel Seagrass. It's a rye. It's in rum barrels.
It's a little more aggressive on the nose.
It's a little more aggressive on those. It's 120 proof. It's 119.48. So let's just
call it 120.
You got to round that
120.
down. That's 119.
Yeah.
You can't round that up.
I'm rounding it up because Martelle math.
Yeah, but if you look at the proof, it's 59.74, so you round that up.
Right, 60 proof.
Yeah, 60 proof.
120.
But
60%, 119 proof.
All right, Tyler.
Yeah, that hurts my head.
It is.
Make you shiver a little.
It's a little more aggressive on those, but it's
Did you
also
get a new tattoo?
No.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I saw. Maybe I'm forgetting.
Ah!
Suck that off the table.
I'm glad we got video now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody knows why we just went. Ah!
I don't know.
That
if
was
got
like a
picked
paper
up,
towel
but Jesus
commercial.
Christ.
Slow mo. We were all like, ah! No.
Bounty, the quicker picker upper. Sponsored? No,
Not sponsored by.
not
Bounty.
sponsored by us.
Yeah, that's
So,
not
You know
the
what?
endor-
Buy
that's-
whatever paper towel you want. I keep forgetting there's a camera now.
Yeah, I was about to say,
so
it's
5
not the
years we've never been on
endorsement
video.
that we want.
And I'm still not looking at the camera directly in the
at
eye
all.
because I don't give a shit.
I've done it twice.
But no, this is a more aggressive, but it's also it's 20 points higher.
I was about to say, so it's rye whiskey finished in rum Madeira and apricot brandy barrels, and I like this more.
That's where I'm at. I like this
Yeah.
more than I like the Angel Envy, but Randy likes the Angel Envy more than the Seagrass.
Maybe I don't. Maybe my tastes have changed.
Well, this
Let's
was just,
find out together.
Don't be fucking weird.
When have I not been weird?
Yeah.
You've
Well,
known me
this
for
is-
like 20-something years. Have I
mean-
ever changed? Except gotten bigger.
Gotten bigger.
No, I like this better.
I like the Seagrass better. Yeah. No,
For the-
really.
and-
It's
and
changed.
I was about
for
to
sure.
say-
Okay.
I'm being dead
For the-
honest.
for the price point,
Revisiting and doing the side-by-side now versus where we were a couple years ago.
I can taste
And the
apricot.
price point.
yeah,
I like the Seagrass better.
I like the
Okay.
apricot.
I like it because of the price point.
Is it apricot or apricot?
It depends
Yes,
on where you're at in the
tomato,
United States.
Tomato, potato.
It's like, do you put on an apron when you cook?
Yes.
Yes.
With tits.
With frills? Oh. You put you got Mrs. Doubtfire and got fake tits to put on?
Yeah.
No, the apron has tits on it.
Oh, hey.
See,
like
I
it.
have one that says "I'll cook for all you fuckers."
Yeah. See, I need that one too. I need it with the tits.
Martelle is one that says, I'll twerk for all you fuckers.
I do twerk at the gym.
You do.
Still
In
twerking. at the
jorts
gym.
and a unicorn head.
Well, that I haven't done in a while. Cranberry. Yeah, I like.
Did
I
you
like
say
the
Karen Berry?
yeah Carenberry.
Let me get some nuts. Poor favor. No, I want
Which
bigger
ones?
Oh,
These nuts.
these
Why'd you
nuts.
start on doing the top of your shorts? They're hanging out the bottom these days, bro.
Not yet. I ain't that
Almost
old.
there.
Closer and closer.
Every day. No, the barrel. I like the barrel better. I don't know what the consistency is because this is. I've only had. This is the first bottle I bought, and the first time I had it was at a golf outing.
And they have a bunch of different ones that I've also eyeballed.
Yeah, they have, and they're all the same price. They're all right around that $90. It's $10 cheaper.
Oh,
also.
that's good with the nuts.
But they have this one. They have another. Barrel does. They buy barrels and then they do different mixes and other things. They're
So
not
smart.
they're not like a distillery that does all this shit. They usually buy MGP stuff or stuff from like leftover stock from somebody else. They blend it all together. They finish shit in other barrels.
That is it. It's a smart business practice.
It is, and then they release stuff, and most of their shit is over or at right around 120.
So you're getting the octane for the money,
Yeah, you're not paying $1 a proof.
but it's also sippable.
Yeah,
it does
absolutely.
it.
So they also have the barrel dovetail, which is cask strength whiskey finished in rum, port, and Cabernet barrels.
Yes.
They should have named that the whale tail.
And
Oh, that would have been good.
we should, if there was a way that we could start our own
Oh, we come up with the best names.
our own whiskey company. Like
So they have just a basic bourbon too, which I didn't
Yes.
realize.
yeah, they have a basic run.
It's a
of the mill bourbon.
blend of 5, 6, 7, and 10-year-old cask strength bourbons.
So it's a 5-year.
Yeah. So it legally has to be.
It's whatever the youngest one is. So, but yeah, they have their own. They have different things, different offerings. A lot of the stuff they have more than what they have on OHLQ that we just don't get.
Mm-hmm.
But the other Seagrass, they have the one Seagrass that's $150 for it, but I can't remember what the parameters are around that one. It comes in a silver box. I think I opened the box once and I was afraid to drop it, so I put it back really quick. Because I'm like, fuck this noise. I'm not paying for something I broke. But I would. I
So
don't know,
this
maybe
is,
I'll just go buy it.
this is not as easy to drink as the Angel's Envy, but I enjoy it more.
Yes. Yeah, it is not a.
I'll say it's got the 119 burn, and every time I say burn, I feel like it's a bad thing. It's not.
No, it's a.
It's a
No, there's some people who really, really like that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why when people listen or now watch, I guess I want them to understand that this is a good quality. Not oh man, you're gonna cough and it burns my chest so much I can't stand it. This is a good quality whiskey.
No, it just heats up
And
the
a good
tongue and
blend.
the
Right.
teeth, the lips, and
Warms
does,
you up, cures what ails you. Would be great as an enema.
I don't know that I would do that.
But chug.
Muy caliente.
Yes.
I mean,
That's a pucker.
it's
Yeah, no, like this is far more nuanced. Like Angel's Envy is fine.
it's
but-
good.
I love Angel's Envy. Again,
But
it just
that
comes down
being
to the
said, like
price.
If you flipped the prices, I still might like the barrel seagrass.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking $10, give
Yeah.
or take. You know.
Do you want some more to mix? Do you want a
No,
mortar
no,
a mortar
'cause
mix?
I was about to say that was about equal parts.
I did not have any more to mix. I finished my Angel's Envy. Pour me in a little there.
Just a wee nubbin.
Just a wee nobbin. I wish I was Irish. Actually, I don't. I wish I had an Irish accent or Scottish, like
You
a
can.
heavy one.
I mean, you can have one.
Ooh, the burn comes out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
For
like
me.
300 proof now.
I don't think that's how
Martelle
that
math.
works.
Is that how that
Worse
works?
than basic
Yeah,
math.
yeah.
Worse than Common Core math.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, it's
far,
Far
like, more
it's-
aggressive.
It's more peppery. It's not even like a. It's not a. It's pepper. It's like
yeah, it's aggressive.
it's like a really.
That's a rye whiskey.
It's yeah. It tastes more like a rye
It tastes like
whiskey.
an-
It
Aged-
canceled each other out.
It's literally an aged rye moonshine right
Yeah.
now.
yeah.
It's a high proof rye moonshine, but aged. You get the rum cask sweetness with that pepper.
Yeah, and it's very, 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 like, I can't emphasize black peppery enough. Like, it's just like you took a pepper grinder and just opened that fucker up into your mouth.
And just
Yeah. And then well, let's do a spicy almond.
spicy. They're
Yeah.
sweet.
No, maple spiced.
Okay. They're not spicy though.
Maple, rosemary, almonds, pecans with red and black pepper, and sweet dried cranberries. And peptis. So yeah, it's,
Septis.
no, we're not joking about septis.
Is that where we draw the line?
Maybe.
Septis is the one thing we don't joke about on this show.
I mean,
Of all things.
that's how Quinn's mom passed away. What is that?
Yeah, but we joke about everything.
No, I know. That's well, it's at least a 2-year because it says so. At least 2 years.
Could be more, could be less.
Could be.
Officer, I swear she was at least 18.
It could be 20 years, but it's at least 2 years. God, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, like I don't
I'm-
like it mixed.
I don't.
No, I'm not a fan.
I like it mixed. If it was like $30. Well, you
No.
guys just took big swigs there. Okay.
I'm out on it mixed. Like, I'm done. Like, it's not good. It's not good mixed. Don't
Nope.
mix it. It's like
Yeah,
mixing.
It's almost like it's cleaner.
It's almost like mixing maple syrup and Dave's Insanity sauce.
Or like just
No, it's like maple syrup and toilet bowl
grain
cleaner.
alcohol.
It's not good. Like, that was a bad. I'm glad I only did that with what I had. Like, that little bit that I had.
Squirt me. Oh, that was directly on my nipple.
yeah, that was
You
was-
said
that was
squirt,
an
man. I'm
I'm
actual
going to get
squirt.
hard.
That's on you.
It's going to be on you here in a second, big boy.
Nuh-uh. You're facing the
I don't
camera.
wanna play
Oh, yeah, the
anymore.
camera.
I don't want to play anymore.
All right.
The
let's-
first time we ever have a camera in the studio, or whatever we're at.
We can call it the studio.
We can call it a studio.
Yeah, that
I
sounds-
really like these pecans.
Sounds fancy. It was a rye that I don't think any of us have had. besides
I know
had
I've
it.
never had it because I've never had anything from Southern Spirits because all they do is that flavored shit.
Oh,
You're
Mike
right.
got a healthy pour.
Well,
You must be a fan of it. How much is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay,
It's
even better.
like 2 years
It's
old.
a 350 bottle.
At least 2 years old.
At least it is at least 2 years old.
Yeah, it's a 350 milliliter.
I like
bottle.
their-
Damn it! Every
I
time I move now, my right nipple gets wet and cold. I'm gonna have one titty hard on here in a second.
Good. It's called a
And it'll be my left
padiddle. Padiddle.
Padiddle.
We had a girl in high school we called Padiddle because she only got one nipple hard on, and you could see it while we were walking through the school. So everybody was like, Padiddle, and
Did you hit each other?
oh fuck yeah, you
Yeah.
got fucking slugged when she walked by.
But she was your favorite teacher, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She wasn't a teacher.
She got one titty hard on. It was by her waist.
It's very mild smelling.
Yeah, innocuous.
I'll tell you what, it's not great,
No, it's stale.
but
It's
having
young.
if we tried this before that,
It would be okay.
it'd probably be a different story.
It's young and it's lower proof. I think
Yeah.
after trying the Seagrass, it's going to be
It's
hard.
43%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what
I
proof?
That's fine.
Are we rounding up?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna.
No, it's not bad, but yeah, this is
It's
nothing to
not-
get excited about.
yeah.
I wish I could blow smoke rings. Mike can. I can't.
You're good at blowing other things, though.
Yeah, money, wads,
Dicks.
bukkake.
Jeez. Hey, bukkake's just another word for a baby shower.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there we go.
I hit
Dang
the
it.
right button.
Nailed it. First try.
Just randomly chose a button. Yeah. So, again,
Was that D? So
that
D
was
is
D.
for D's nuts.
D is for D's nuts. I like the Angel Envy Rye. It is not my favorite. That'll probably be the last bottle I buy of this shit. The barrel Seagrass, though, I'll buy another bottle of that easy.
I will buy. Yeah, like next time I'm out, if it's in the budget, I will probably buy. I won't buy that one because now I'm more curious about the
other ones. Yeah. I need to buy another one of the other ones just
Yeah.
to see what they're like. And maybe that's what we should do. Maybe you tell me whatever one you're going to buy. I'll buy the other one,
I will
and we'll try them.
try them.
Because there's only the 3, so Randy doesn't have to spend any money. He can just show up and drink again.
Bueno.
Winning.
What if? Oh, speaking of, I had a thought earlier today. What if we renamed the show to Nine Bueno?
No bueno.
No bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah. German 9. German no, and in Spanish, good.
Techno. That's Tech 9. Techno.
Nine bueno. I mean, we can't use Alcoholics Unanimous.
Boo.
What if we just call it Mein Kampf and get it over with?
That's Randy. He
Have you ever
speaks
seen?
on his own.
There's a meme of the cover of Mein Kampf, and somebody changed it to say Mein Kampfy chair, and it's Hitler by like a lounge chair.
Fine comfy.
Mein Kampfy chair.
Jesus. I was listening.
Oh, are we not allowed to make fun of somebody
No.
that killed millions of Jews?
I was just getting ready to say that I was listening to Rogan, and he does a show called Protect Our Parks, and it's Shane Gillis, Mark Norman, Ari Shaffir, and Rogan. It's the 4 of them that sit and talk. And
Ari Shaffir is the funniest Jew I know. Not personally, but know of.
I was gonna say because I'm fucking hilarious.
Oh, you're Jewish now too? 0.0127%.
People from Buffalo are Jewish too,
I'm also
just by default.
part Jewish.
By default, everybody from New York's Jewish at some point.
Right.
The whole
So-
state, not just the city.
No, it was Shane Gillis was he just doing his thing, and
Well,
he
Mike, get ready because I have a ton of Jew jokes.
he was talking about being a fan of Hitler, like just off the cuff bullshit. He's
Yeah.
just like, well, why can't we talk about Hitler? He was my boy. And I'm just like, oh goddamn,
They're so funny though.
they're so fucking hilarious.
Dude,
Like,
the more I watch Kill Tony, the more I catch myself deleting comments that I make before I hit enter. Because the people that go on there
on
will-
Kill Tony stuff,
dude, yes.
Do you comment on that shit?
No, not on their stuff. But like, if somebody does something on Facebook, I'll be like, "Bah, this is hilarious," and I'm like, "I've been watching too much Kill Tony."
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm
Like,
almost
people
to
I
the point
know,
now where
like-
I'm just like,
Dude, anything goes
I'm-
with me. I made a joke in the there's now Columbus Racing got shut down, so there's a Discord channel. And somebody made a joke. We have a Wordle thing because there's like 5 of us that do Wordle every day, and so you can win. And somebody tracks
fucking
it.
nerds.
You should get on there. But
My brother, my sister-in-law. We do Wordle, the mini crossword, and connections.
well, we've got a spreadsheet that tracks every win.
That's a lot.
If you get a win, it's a green. If you get a solo win, somebody else tied your score, you get a red.
0.04%.
Yeah,
Point
Or
oh 4%
or no,
Jewish.
I'm sorry, 0.04%.
that's like me being 0.9%
Yeah.
South African.
yeah.
Which is just white.
I mean, for the most part, but I can still say I'm
0.4%
0.9%
Ashkenaz.
African.
0.4%
I've switched it from black to
But we do this
African.
whole
Jewish.
Wordle thing, and somebody made fun of me for something. He's like, "You couldn't even get that right," and I was like, "Yeah, just like," or I said something about, "I'm also 50% on keeping kids alive because we've lost 2 kids and we had 2 kids." And my buddy messaged me on Facebook. He goes, "Hey man, is everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "You just made some jokes lately that have been like kind of dark." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "The Wordle stuff you just
I
posted."
just dropped my
like,
nut.
It's about time. How do you make 2 kids?
You only need one.
Your nuts just dropped. But yeah, I made a joke about that, and I was like, okay, that was pretty dark. But to me, in the moment, it was hilarious.
It's funny.
Sure, I went through some damn trauma. I had to go to therapy. I'll admit it. Which check your mental health. If you're out there and you need help, call BetterHelp and get a therapist. Go find a therapist. But
BetterHelp should be a sponsor of ours.
they should, because we need it.
I mean,
let's be honest. We've all
I'm
been
looking
through
for
some
a reason
shit.
to get my brain scan covered by insurance.
But yeah, I made a joke about being 50% on keeping kids alive. Why should I be any better at Word or War, something like that? And yeah, one of my close friends was like, "Are you okay, man?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Everything
Which
all right?
you know, and granted, you're reading something typed on the internet. It's hard to convey
You can't take emotion.
the context and emotion.
You didn't use an emoji, did you?
I might not.
Therein
That
lies
might
the
have been it,
problem.
Yeah.
No, you should use emoji.
Even when I use emojis, people message me like, "Dude, what the hell's wrong with you?" And I was like, "So many things. Which one are you talking
Yeah.
about?"
I will never
I'm gonna
message you and
need
ask
to
how you're doing.
narrow that
I shared
down.
a meme, and a guy that I'm an acquaintance with was like, Otis Nice, what is wrong with you is no little thing. And I went, I know. It's like, same thing my therapist said years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just like, but that's where my humor is. I've got a meme I've saved to use for these things, and it's Grover riding a bicycle, and it says if I can't make a joke, or if I don't make a joke about it, it will kill me. And it's like, this is a coping
Yeah,
mechanism.
no,
for me.
they 100%.
When we lost our first daughter, I was more concerned for Beth. It crushed her because it took us 7 years to have Huck.
Yeah.
And he was born healthy, and after 24 hours of labor, he was born healthy, emergency C-section, but everything went well, and he's about to turn 10 next year. Then we lost the first daughter. I went into protective mode. I've got to be there for my wife. I've got to take care of Huck. I've got to be the one to hold shit down. When we lost the second one, she was born so late that I held her in my hand. She was less than the size of my palm, and I watched her take breaths.
Oof.
And that's when I got into drinking heavy every single night until I passed out. I don't know how I kept jobs.
Yep.
I went into dark depression. Finally, I got help. I realized that I'm going to get real for a second, but not in a bad way.
You better bring the show back up.
I'm going to bring it back up, just like my penis. Eventually, it'll come around. But it was like I got so fucked up that I went, I need help. Forget what men are supposed to be tough. You don't cry. You know.
Bullshit.
That's what our generation was raised as.
100%.
Gen X.
Yes, absolutely.
Which I've been called elder Gen X or young millennial.
You're young millennial. I'm elder Gen X.
I'm absolutely
You're not elder Gen X. Elder
I-
Gen X is like born in like 63.
No,
You're born
it's
in like
not.
80.
75.
75.
Yeah,
I'm hardcore Gen X.
I was born in 80.
right.
I'm an
You're
elder
at the
Gen X.
tail end. You're literally like the day 80 to 83 is when they go you're Gen X-ish.
Yeah.
But I've been called Zennial. It's like you were born and raised on Gen X
You
stuff.
know the things.
But you were also there when the internet was invented or commonplace, and
Yeah, when Al Gore invented the internet.
right, exactly. So, but I was just raised that
Clogged
way.
up in the tubes.
Yeah.
Not because of my parents.
Man,
it's just
bear pig.
the culture was men didn't cry, men handled their shit. But when I saw that, and Beth asked me to take a picture to keep, and it was on my phone. And for years, like I'd scroll to try and find something, I see that, and finally I had to delete it. I told her, I said, I deleted that picture. I couldn't deal with it anymore.
That is not, I'm going to be honest, that is not a picture that anybody should have on their phone.
I agree. But in the moment when it happened, and then the doctor turned to me after our daughter was born and said, Mom's not doing well. We're trying to save her life now. And I thought I was going to lose a daughter and a wife in the same night. It fucked me up.
Yo, as
But nowadays,
it should.
years later, 9/11, we just, I almost said celebrated that anniversary. That just happened recently as
Yeah.
we're recording.
I mean-
9/11 just came around. It's a day that I always don't know how to feel. I remember where I was. I remember what happened. I remember the way I felt and how angry
Yep.
I was, not scared I was, but anxious.
Yeah,
And it's like, and you're from New York.
Yeah.
I had a friend at Nyack College, not in the city, but on a hill watching it happen.
I had a friend in the city.
And now I know people that were in the city that day, but I didn't then. So now I look back on the stuff and I'm like, I've got to joke with it and move on because I have to be able to live a life for my wife and my kids and my own sanity that allows me to make. What? Are we in Mexico right now?
So
Are we in
glad
Cuba?
this is on video. Like, I'm the same way.
done with
I'm going to
this.
smoke this fucker all the way down.
Yeah.
I hope you smoke until the ashes hit your lips,
I'm going to try.
your oostas.
We have at least
But-
another 20
Yeah,
minutes.
I mean,
So,
it's a good night if
I
ash
joke-
hits your lips. Yeah.
Now I joke about things like losing 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Not because I think it's funny
But
inherently.
because it's how you deal with
It's how
it.
you
It's a
handle
coping
it.
Yeah.
mechanism. Like you
And
said.
I learned there was I don't know if it was Bill Burr or Tom Segura, one of the comedians that just says
A
what
real-
he said.
yeah.
And they're real. That said, look, when 9/11 happened, every comedian you've ever known
Had jokes.
had jokes.
Guilford
But
Godfrey.
it was Gilbert Godfrey
Yeah.
that did it years later.
No, Guilford Godfrey
He
did it the
did
next
it
day.
right away.
Oh, okay. Next day,
He
there's
did it right
somebody
away.
else that did it like 5 or 6 years later and got lambasted too. And he was like, everybody wrote them. We just knew you all could have handled it.
Yep.
It's about you guys being all butthurt and not being able to make a joke about something that.
Well, and that's the
it's not
thing.
that we don't care. Or we're making light of the situation. It's that we're trying to bring joy through tragedy.
Yes.
And that's what I do. And this is where I'm bringing my dick back up. I'm trying to bring joy.
I didn't want you to bring your dick up. I just wanted you to bring it back around.
Well, good,
Yeah.
because I don't think I can. I'm trying, and you might hear a cork pop here in a second.
Yeah.
Nothing like that American liquor bottle.
Yeah.
Vodka
Not
from the
anymore.
last episode.
10 to 20 years ago, it would sound like that, but not anymore.
Everybody does that, clenches their butthole.
But
Everybody who heard that just clenched their butthole.
Yeah.
you're welcome for the Kegel.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that I think that comedians and podcasts like ours, we should get a pass on anything that we say. It doesn't mean that we mean it.
No, we mean it, but we mean it in a way
Well, no,
that
'cause
we're
there's
trying
shit that
to
I-
bring joy out of
there is
sadness.
Well, I'm talking about in every aspect because there's shit that we say that is playfully racist.
Playfully
That-
racist.
But the reality is we want to see racism end totally.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
But
not that we're making fun of the racists because
Like-
we hate them. It's that we think it's bullshit
we think it's bullshit.
that there are people that still have these notions that because somebody has a different color or is from a different place, they're less of a human.
Right. No, human is human. Except for those guys that live out on the fucking Indian Ocean that have no access to, like, they have no interaction with people outside.
Definitely not humans.
They're not humans.
What would you call them, Martelle?
West
Well-
Virginians.
Yes.
Oh, inbreds.
Yeah. Yes.
But there are people.
If your family tree has less than 4 branches,
your family
I mean-
tree is linear.
The guys that are shooting arrows at airplanes, they're pretty well inbred as far as I'm concerned.
I think they're the most free people on earth.
Well, then there's that too.
Stay the fuck away from us and leave us alone.
if only.
I'm just saying, like,
If only.
that's the way the government should be. People say
that's-
I'm an anarchist because I'm like, and I shared a meme about it. My rules are don't fuck with me, don't fuck with other people. It didn't say it that way, but don't mess with me, don't mess with other people, don't mess with other people's property and stuff. Like, just let people live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to have 50 junk cars in your backyard? So what?
Well-
it's not on my property. I don't care about property values. Don't give me that shit.
Yeah, I don't. I do right now, but
You do now because you're trying to move and sell.
because I'm trying to buy and sell. But
Pay no attention to the neighbor's camera pointed at the yard.
yeah, well, which is thankfully gone now.
Oh.
Because I think he realized for the 15th fucking time that I could give a shit. But if I had a hand
Well,
grenade,
this isn't affecting him. Boring.
no, yeah. If I had a hand grenade, I would have easily rolled it into his fucking garage this morning.
Ooh.
What if you had the holy hand grenade of Antioch?
I'm not quite sure what
Not
that is,
one,
but I would
not
probably
two.
fucking throw that too.
But 3 shall be the number.
Yes,
Mike got it.
I don't.
Monty
know what that is.
Python, Quest for the Holy Grail.
No,
Oh,
I haven't
so
seen
good.
that in for years.
Life of
It's
yeah.
Life of Brian's one I haven't seen yet, and I've always wanted to, and I've got it lined up. But I want to be in the right moment. Like I want to appreciate it the way, because Monty Python and the Holy Grail I saw so young. I've loved it ever since, and it's like I don't want to be disappointed.
The
That's how I was. Honestly,
But I also
with
like
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah,
It took me 2 years to see Napoleon Dynamite
I love
because
it.
people talked it up so much.
the first time I
You were
watched
worried
it,
about the hype?
it was a pirated version from China. It had 4 different fucking translations underneath it.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes.
you just said Napoleon.
Yeah, I did.
Playfully racist,
And that's the thing.
But that's
So-
the thing. Like, we should be able to make these jokes and not have a fear of repercussions. Just like I think it was Mike and I and Russ talking after we recorded last week when
Yeah.
you had to leave.
Yeah.
you should be able to protest something. I don't care if you're a white supremacist, LGBTQB, Black Panther, but do it the right way.
Yeah.
If that's what you really believe.
If you threaten violence,
but
show's
you're
over.
out. Yeah,
but I was
you're
going to say,
done.
if that's what you really believe, if you want to be whatever extremist, say so, but also understand you're claiming something.
You're going to catch hell.
Here's how I teach my boys, and Huck knows this. Every day we make many decisions, and every single decision affects the outcome of our lives.
Absolutely.
And everyone comes with a consequence, good or bad. So when you make that decision, you have to be ready to adhere to whatever consequence comes. So if you want to say, I'm anti-LGBTQB, or I am LGBTQB, or I'm white supremacist, or I'm anti-white supremacist, fine, be you. I'm all for it.
I am anti.
I'm not going to judge you for that, but do it the right way.
I am totally
Own it.
Totally anti-alphabet people. Have you seen those scary ass fucking things on Sesame Street? Jesus Christ. I have fucking nightmares about ABC like jumping across.
We know you can't read. We get it.
A, B, C, D.
Letters are scary.
Oh no.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
no,
7,
it's
8,
A, B, C, D.
no. Nuts.
That's the alphabet people.
A, B, C, D, nuts.
No,
No, bitch, you got a dick in your mouth.
There was what was it? There was a meme I sent to somebody. So she's a former member of the gym, and
Just like me.
she better shape.
I was an instructor at the gym.
Well, yeah.
I was also in way better shape than.
Way better shape than. Her and I are constantly sending just middle finger fuck you memes back and forth. We've been doing it for 3 years, and it's just constant. There was one for the electric company. That was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do. That whole thing. At the very end of it, when it shows the numbers, it's like middle fingers that just come fucking flying up. She's like, got me. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Fucking got you hard on that one.
You win.
Beth told me I should 3D print this from Martelle.
I want that. I was thinking about actually buying it. The guy hand carves those.
There's a 3D printing file, and I told her, I said, saved this 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It's a middle finger. It looks like a duck. If you
it's
can't
a middle
tell.
finger. It looks like a duck. There's a guy that actually hand carves those.
That one's a hand carved one.
And I was just like, I might.
The first
buy
time I
that
saw it
for
was
the-
a
for the
3D
next
file.
room.
I was like, yep, already got it saved.
When I
Because one of the guys that does Wordle in our chat group, his nickname is Mallard. So I was like, I'm saving that for if he ever wins. I'm going to mail it.
you
to
have to
this
do
up
it
in
as a
Michigan.
mallard though. You can't just do it as a white duck.
Whatever. It'll all be gray because that's like the main filament I have.
You have to paint it.
Whatever. I won't. I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
It's a middle finger duck.
Yeah.
Fucking lazy asses.
Yep.
Become ungovernable.
I think Corey sold all his 3D printing stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he sold a lot of, not all of it.
He was just like, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna get out of it.
I know
I'm
for a
just gonna-
fact he hasn't sold all of it because he messaged me recently about something
Like,
and asked
hey, do you
questions.
want this? Do you want to help me sell?
Well,
all
no.
Well-
I mean, I asked him what he wanted for certain machines, but I only do it as a hot. When I first got it, I was like running stuff every night. Now it's like, oh, that'd be cool, and I'll print it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
This thing is getting so fucking hot.
I bet.
I know they get hot when you're like trying to smoke it, holding it.
Well, they actually make a holder that has it's not like a roach clip.
yeah, but
it's
not as cool
actually
as a pocket knife.
No, it's not as cool as a pocket knife.
Pot holder.
It's got a little corkscrew twist on it. I mean, this is pretty close to the same. I mean, I don't have this rated.
Yeah.
But this is a cheap ass knife.
I could have
$25.
kept Mike's knife.
Free.
This one was 25. Yeah.
I
This
could
one
have
was
never
free.
told him about it and just kept it forever.
Do I have my other one with me?
You're like $25. Screw it, I'll get another
$25.
one.
I'll buy another one.
I
Like,
forgot, I
was-
forgot my pocket knife today too.
when I was in New Orleans. Oh, that's cute.
Isn't
I
it?
like
oh,
that.
that's like
Is
the
it-
my dick of pocket knives.
Yeah, it's I carry 2 pocket knives on me, and it's this little guy and then this one here. Yeah, this is like my box opening knife.
Yeah.
But I still can't take this on a plane.
Nope.
This is too much.
When I'm at work, I have 3 blades on me.
2 knives and a razor.
Yeah.
In a katana.
Yes, that's
I actually saw.
you walked around
seppuku,
katana.
just in case.
I actually saw a guy. I got an ad because I get knife ads for like cooking and shit, for chopping and doing all this other shit. They had a fucking 9-inch katana for cutting up food.
That's awesome.
I'm like, are you shitting me right now?
Fruit ninja in real life.
I was supposed to say I don't know how to feel about
I'm not sure like how I would use it.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like it would cut through like meat, But I'm like,
I just feel like I would get every
Only
time
one way to find
I was
out.
about to say, every time I use that, I would just get yelled at.
yeah.
Like, really? Like,
What are you doing there? I'm cooking.
Yeah, like really?
What are you doing? It's fucking Iron Chef. Shut up.
Gong.
But I saw
What's
it,
the
and it
secret
came.
ingredient?
It came with like it had a wooden handle, and then the sheath on it was the wooden. It was like a wooden sheath that it went into, and I'm like, how much they want for this? It was like $200. I'm like,
Nope.
If that was a forged handmade blade, that's a great price.
That's a
Well,
great
that's a
price,
great
yeah.
but for like
but
a
it's not.
mass-produced piece of crap from Pakistan,
Exactly.
it's probably Chinese metal and everything else. I'm like, nah, I'm out. I'm not getting it. But I saw it, and I was like, the thing,
No,
I could do a lot with this.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I took it on a plane, I'd be like, it's cutlery.
Well,
it's cutlery.
I'm a fucking chef. It's cutlery. I'm
so
not a
Rock
chef.
and Roll Hall of Fame, I resisted urges to carry everything that I usually carry with me. And sure enough, they had metal detectors. I was like, oh, thank God, because then I have to go like
declare everything.
Like find a place outside where I have to hide my shit, like dig in the dirt, and then like hopefully I'm sober enough to go remember
where you put it, and then 10 years from now, you're like, I buried some shit out here somewhere.
Right.
Or you could just put it in your car.
It's like a time
So like
capsule.
I walk, but I didn't
He
have
Ubered.
there was a shuttle from the hotel to the party, so I'm like, I'll just leave everything at home. Like I walked in.
Here's
there
the thing: if you put it up under your fupa like I do in the front, be like, "Oh, it's my belt buckle."
I had to
it doesn't
chain
work
wallet.
that way.
I walked through holding it.
It does work that way because nobody looks at me and goes, "I'm going to check this guy under."
I
Lift
get-
up your belly, sir.
I'm frisking him deep.
I get almost every time I fly, I get pulled out of line for something. And I was wearing these shorts. I'm wearing cargo shorts, and I had nothing in my pockets. Didn't have a belt on because got to take the fucking belt off because God forbid, a belt buckle sets off the goddamn metal detector.
That's because everybody who works at TSA has been beaten by their parents.
Yes. TSA is a fucking joke anyway. It ain't gay if it's TSA. And
Did you see
there's
the
actually a
guy?
shirt. And he was getting a full pat down.
yes.
But
I just saw that this week.
I get pulled out of line damn near every time, and Liz has gotten used to it at this point. After fucking 15 years of flying with me, she's just like, I still don't get it. I'm like,
I know why.
Explain
I
it
get
to
pulled
me.
out of line.
well, I even had Andy Gallagher that used to work at or used to be at the gym. He was on TSA, and I'm like, hey, can you look to see if I'm blacklisted
You're
somehow?
right.
And he goes, you're not. And I'm like, why do I keep getting pulled out of line? He's like, random. I'm like, it's not random chance. I'd be a fucking millionaire at this point. Like, I'd have so many lotto ticket winnings if that was the case.
You've got
Something
a friskable face.
else, very punchable for sure, but friskable, I don't know.
Face.
But the last time we flew down, when we
baby.
flew down to Florida,
Your face is
they
so
pulled me out of
friskable,
line.
girl.
That's what it was. I got fucking the full ball cup. They're like, we see something in. I was wearing a hooded sweatshirt. He's like, hooded sweatshirt. I'm like, well, okay. There's nothing there. He's like, so little in the genital region. I'm like, I just spread my legs. I'm like, go to town. He's like, he's like,
What did you just say?
he's like, what? And they do the outside, the backside
Yeah.
of the hand. I'm like, you might as well just turn it over and fucking rope me. And he was like, do we need to take you to a room? I'm like,
You should have been like, yes.
I
Dad.
just looked at him. I'm like,
I'm
really?
like, no, I could take my pants down here.
I'm like, it's fine. And he's like, he's doing the back. I'm like, he's like, what is that? I'm like, my balls.
I'm like,
He goes,
that's
oh.
the capital of Thailand, sir.
I'm like, I'm old. The shit
Bangkok.
fucking, it hangs. And he's,
I ain't got no panties on.
I'm like, I'm commando, bitch.
I'm free.
And he's just like, okay, well, you're good to go. I'm like, you get the fuck out of here. You didn't see shit. You just,
whatever.
whatever. Fucking, and it's ever since, it's all happened ever since I was at Camp Blanding with my brother-in-law and my sister, and we were doing, I was given specific instructions by him. Wear cargo shorts, a white t-shirt, and non-descriptive glasses. Go get a haircut, like go get a military-style haircut. He goes, it doesn't have to be perfect. He goes, I'm going to tell you where I want you. once you get down here, once we get up to Blanding. I'm like, all right, cool. So I did all that. I wore khaki cargo pants, white T-shirt, my Oakleys, Cacos. What's wrong with Cacos? Cacos. And
emphasizes
the nether
regions.
So I'm up on this hill, and everybody that he works with is like, who the fuck is that guy up there? Because he didn't tell anybody that like Liz and I were coming. He just he's like not saying anything. He goes, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. This is gonna be great. He goes, because he at that point he ran everything for the 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year shit. So he's like, just walk back and forth on the hill, look at people, don't talk to anybody. He's like, even if someone comes up and talks to you, walk away from them. He's like, act like you own the place. He goes, this is going to be fucking great. Just act like you own the place. And I'm like, done.
I can do that.
Done. So I stood up on this hill. They're all in formation. Watch one guy fucking pass out. I see his buddy Jeremy come over to him, and he's just like, and you see Jose look at him. He's just like shaking his head. He's like, I don't know. So go through the whole thing. They break. We go out into the field, and the shoes I'm wearing, where they had just done IED training the week before. So there's fucking C4 remnants everywhere. Walking through that shit. No one still knows who the fuck I am. We break for lunch, and one of the guys walks by me. Doesn't say anything, just kind of walks by me and gives me like a head nod. And I just walked straight by him. And he goes and says something to Jose, and Jose's like, I don't know who this fucking guy is. He just, like, no one said anybody was coming to check things out. Like, he just. Yes. And we're back. We had a technical difficulty.
Shocker. We were due.
We got unplugged.
Way to go, Mike.
We're going to let that roll. Fuck that. We'll let it roll. I'll add the audio later. Anyway, so yeah, she's a bigger asshole than I am though. But finally someone figured it out. They're like, oh, that's Sarah's brother. And they said something to Jose, and he's like, I don't know who that guy is. And finally he cracked. He broke, and I was allowed to actually talk to and interact with other people there. But for like, I don't know, it was like 4 hours. I walked around like I owned the place. It was awesome. And then once we started flying back to Ohio from Florida, that's when I got pulled out of line, and they detected C4 on my shoes. He's like, well, we've got detection of C4 on your shoes. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Like, I got 20 questioned right there. No private room. Right there. They're like, we got C4. We got this. You know, we have every reason to believe that you are. I'm like, whoa. Hold on. I said, I was at Camp Blanding, Florida, in Jacksonville, Florida. I was out on patrol with, Sergeant, Jose Hernandez and his company. We were walking through. They did IED training. And he, looks at me and he's like, can he corroborate that? And I'm like, well, here's his fucking number if you want to give him a call. And I gave him the number, and they're like, well, we believe you, so we're going to let you go. I'm like, do I look like some fucking Al-Qaeda terrorist, like a shoe bomber?
Well, to be fair.
And so they let me go. But
not a lot of terrorists have always looked like shoe bombers.
No, I know. But I'm like.
You could have been the next Ted Kaczynski for all they know.
Right. So they let me go, and ever since then, I have randomly been pulled out of line for.
I've never been pulled out of line.
And that was 15 years ago. I constantly get pulled out of line. It drives me. It used to drive me nuts. Now I'm fine.
Many, many years ago, I went to a training thing in L.A.
I gotta piss.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
no, we're just keep going.
And went shopping. Just no.
It's starting to dry up.
Yeah. We can score it again.
I can't.
Oh. Did you get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue with your story. Martelle's gone and I was stretching. You got to keep things alive, man. Come on. That's the only reason we brought you in, so we can get breaks.
So we went shopping and we bought some stuff and we needed a knife. So I went down to the hotel I was in and grabbed one of the knives from the in hotel restaurant. Threw it in my bag, went upstairs, whatever. Forgot it was in there. Like real close post 9/11. Go through security, pull me out. They're like, your carry-on bag detected, search me. And they're like, what's this? And it is a restaurant,
butter knife?
Like pressed metal butter knife. And I'm like,
I'll take you all.
I'm like, oh my God. Tell them the whole story.
See, that's where I would get in trouble because I'd look at him and be like, wait till you see the spork I have hidden in my ass.
3 years, for 3 or 4 years afterwards, every time I went to the airport.
I think I've only flown 3 times in my life, so.
Individual search. For a restaurant like press metal, butter knife.
Because you could do some serious damage with that.
Oh my, yeah, 100%. Same reason you can't bring matches on because you might set a cushion on fire.
You can't take these on.
Yeah, we've been.
This is what I got confiscated. Was
100%.
Was a butane torch.
Bullshit.
Because they're like, oh, you could cut a hole in the plane. I'm like, no, you can't.
I'm like,
cut a hole in the
off.
plane with a lighter.
Yes,
you just wanted this fucking Zippo
know,
insert, you prick.
Yeah, give me enough time.
Yeah, give me the whole flight.
That will not get hot enough.
3-4 days.
Not even.
Yeah.
That's not getting hot
I
enough.
can melt the plastic. That's
Yeah.
about as close as I'm going to get.
Yeah, you set a cushion on fire, press it up against the glass.
Yeah,
It melts the seal. There you go.
He just wanted my fucking Zippo insert, that prick.
I want your Zippo insert.
You're not allowed to have it.
No.
Not anymore.
I buried that axe as deep as I could into that fucking log out back.
Excellent.
I love how every time you take a pic, you swing an axe.
I know.
It's like the most manly thing you can do.
I come here, I go out back, I pee, I grab that axe, and I fucking just bury it into that fucking log as
that
deep
axe
as
has
it'll
killed
go.
up to 7 people now. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, it may have.
It's awesome.
We should try
glad
throwing
you're-
that axe.
I'm glad.
The hatchet will work better.
I want to throw the axe
I want to throw them both at the house.
at you.
No.
We'll play a game called siding or window.
Randy's going to get his green shirt on, then we're going to impose a target on the back of it.
Why don't I just get a shirt with a target on it? I feel like
That's
that'd be a
not
lot
as much
easier.
fun.
Whatever. You're the one that has to do all the editing.
I have to do it now. Guess I'm going to have to get a refresh in editing I haven't done in 20
So
some
I
years.
haven't had the Ashcat in a while.
Right. So I was going to say, you just broke out the Ashcat. It was bottled in 2016. Virgil Kaine.
It
is a
2015, I think.
It's a 2015, but it's bottled in 16. So it's 91.2 proof, so 45.6%. It is.
You can round that up.
A balanced blend
But not the
of
proof. You
a
can round that down.
5-year weeded bourbon.
Bourbon. That's
Bourbon.
for 5 years, it's just been carrying a load. It's finally
then-
gotten it off its chest.
And it's a high rye bourbon,
It also needs a therapist.
and it's finished in sherry casks as opposed to Karen casks.
That's
A
my
carrot
mother-in-law's sherry.
Yeah,
A Karen cask is just a CRV.
yeah.
Yeah.
From Breaking
The sherry
Bad.
cast just buries it and never talks
Never
about
talks about it again.
How you doing there?
It's coming along. I'm
it. Little by little.
little by little. I had to light it
That's why I
once
told
already.
Beth on
We're
our.
getting so close.
That's why I told Beth on my honeymoon.
I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it
Coming
to
along little by little.
I'll send it to Jose and be like, "Did I smoke enough of this?"
Excellent.
Virgil Kaine doesn't do that.
Nothing bad.
I have not had anything bad. I've had things that are.
I have my father is still looking for some of the other stuff they're putting out.
Like what?
The flavored stuff.
The ginger.
We have the ginger,
green tea, and cherry.
The green tea and the cherry, yes.
Okay, so that's all.
I'm so excited.
That's
Like
all.
the
That's
cherry,
all. South
I
Carolina.
like cherry.
The
but
green tea, I'm not
the-
really interested in.
I'm
curious.
intrigued by. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
curious.
I'm bi-curious about
I'm
it,
GT
but-
curious.
But the
cherry, I love cherry.
I actually just had a glass of the eighth notch last night, which is the smoked vanilla one. Oh my god, I need to find another bottle of that shit.
I'll see what I can do.
Like it is.
Like my brother and my dad live in Charlotte, so literally South Carolina's
It's
half
right there.
hour away.
Yeah. Like, I need to get another bottle at the Eighth Notch if I can find a bottle. Yeah. Like, it is so fucking good. I think at some point, whenever I open because my goal is to make sure that I have every bottle of the limited run stuff available to me. So whenever I open the Electric Owl bottle, because they just shared a photo on their Instagram of a photo that I took. So, and it's like let the sun shine through. They like.
Oh,
hey,
they do that one too.
Yeah,
They've had 2 recent posts from you then.
Yeah, they said, can we use this? I'm like, absolutely, go ahead, use it. You just sent me a bottle. I'm not going to ask for anything. Go ahead and use it. That's fine.
And they tag our show.
I don't think I've tried
Yeah.
that.
Well, I wanna take every limited run bottle that they've made because I have them all, and we'll just run the gamut on them, all 4 or 5 bottles.
Okay.
But I need to open the Electric Owl first, and I'm waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
But something.
I think I told Dave, the owner, CEO of Virgil Kaine, that I wanted to make sure that I had the last bottle in existence. And he's like, well, I've got a closet over there that has 12 bottles. I'm like, you start fucking drinking because I want the last bottle.
You either drink them or give me those 12 bottles.
Yeah, I'm like, I want the last bottle in existence so that, that's it. That's the only bottle that's left.
Monumentous.
It's mine. So, but Electric Owl's not available anymore. Dave is not a prick.
That's why it was a joke.
Oh, they were yelling at him.
No. I would never yell at them, man. I love Virgil Kaine. Anytime somebody's like, hey, I'm going to South Carolina for vacation, I was like,
get some Virgil Kaine.
Any Virgil Kaine, let me know.
We need to have, and I've already reached out to.
I once had a friend bring up 3 bottles for me, but he only sold me 1, Mike.
That's all right. He brought up
I
a
wasn't
bottle.
mad.
He brought up a bottle for me, and I'm like, I don't need it. I'm good.
Oh.
I mean, I had 2 bottles sitting at home.
Got a little left over there.
That was the ginger, but
I literally
It's so
ration
good.
it.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm upset.
My problem is I will save a bottle of Virgil Kaine, especially the ginger. It's still my favorite. I know. I'm weird.
No,
you're not.
not.
It's
It's
good.
so good.
As soon as I crack it open, though, it's hard to
It's-
not.
yeah.
Once it's open, it's hard to not drink knowing it's there open.
What you need is to store it
Self-control.
far away from you.
Well, he was
I'd have to
doing that
leave
with
it-
some of the shit. He was storing it in my house.
I was leaving
Right.
stuff at his. I'd be like, keep this here so I don't drink it tonight and the next night and the next night. Because I'd pour a glass on the rocks and just sit there and sip on it. while
well,
watching
you say a
sports.
glass on the rocks. You meant a fucking tumbler.
No, it's usually one of these.
Bullshit. You had that OSU tumbler that you were fucking filling up
No,
with
not
ice
with
and
that
then
stuff.
dumping the.
No, not with Virgil Kaine stuff. That's when I was like mixing drinks. When I would do Virgil Kaine, it'd be this with either a whiskey sphere or full of rocks, but I would fill it up healthily. And I just sit there and sip on it. I would try all night, but it'd usually go quick. But then I might
See, I
have
can't do
2,
that.
and it goes quick that way. But now I don't drink through the week at all, so probably be a little easier now. But
God, these nuts are fucking so good in my mouth.
sweet and salty, just like I like it.
Well, now it's just down to the papillos or whatever. Fucking sunflower seeds is all they are.
Pepitas.
Yeah,
Those are
sunflower seeds.
pumpkin seeds.
Whatever.
None of us care.
Yeah.
We're going to eat them.
Nobody cares.
It's because Martelle was cherry picking all the pecans.
No, it wasn't.
He just likes the big ones in his mouth. That's all.
I love big nuts in my mouth.
And I cannot lie.
But the Ashcat is still one of my favorites.
Yeah. No. That.
The problem is
Oh.
it's not available anymore.
Nope.
And the Electric Owl's not available anymore. And the
That's why
Ribbon Rail
it's
Rye is
so
not
good.
available anymore.
I think I got that over there too.
And that one, the Ribbon Rail Rye is my least favorite. I still like it, but it is my least favorite out of all of the LOs or the LEs that are available. And Electric Owl is my.
Virgil Kaine just does absolutely fantastic.
They do great.
stuff.
They do a great job. I need to get. I'm pissed. It's my fault. There is no. So when it comes to like 2-bitch bourbon, their latest release at Pack Leader Reserve, I didn't get a bottle.
Sold out.
It's sold out, but I had the opportunity to buy one. I'm just like, I don't want to do it right now.
And then,
And now they're gone.
yeah, buy early, buy often.
Yeah, I should have just went ahead and bought a bottle or 2 and said fuck it and just been done with it. But I need to get Lauren and Joe on the show.
I still have not had 2-bitch.
I've got
Any of them.
a bottle at home, and the other bottle I'm not allowed to open.
Understandable.
They sent me a small 350 milliliter bottle when Diesel passed away, and Lexi had told me that I'm not allowed to open that. I'm just like, but I'm gonna need to open that bottle at some point. She's like, no.
Nope.
And I'm like,
well, we know who wears the pants in that family.
yes, my kids.
I would have been like, when you pay for the bottle, or when you pay rent,
I was
or
about
when
to
you
say,
pay
he
anything,
didn't pay
I was
for
gonna
the
say
bottle.
I didn't pay for that bottle.
when you can afford to pay for a bottle,
They sent it
you
to
can tell me what to do with it.
They sent that bottle to me. I haven't.
That's like Judd came downstairs the other night. He's like, "Can you put on something on YouTube?" I said, "Nope. Daddy's watching football." And he goes, "Well, you can watch on your computer." I said, "Not from my recliner."
Yeah.
He goes,
I can.
Well, I want to watch YouTube."
won't.
I said, "Watch it upstairs. This is Daddy's TV.
Yeah.
My TV, my rules." And he sat and watched football with me. I was like, "I'm watching football, kid. I let you guys, like, they come down all the time. I'll put anything, because I can watch. If I'm at my desk, I'll watch. I have a second monitor. But I'm like, dude, no. It's my house, my rules.
That's kind of the problem with kids today is they not that your kids are, not that my kids are, not that your kids are, Mike, but kids today in general are fucking self-entitled.
I would agree overall.
They think that they
I would also say people today are.
well,
People in
drivers,
people in general,
especially
yes.
drivers after COVID got worse. Way worse.
We
I passed
drove
somebody
up to
today that was going 10
Cleveland.
miles under the speed limit. I went up to 80 and they started
Fuck
tailing me. It
Yeah.
was like an older lady. I was like, I will fight you.
Yeah.
I'm like doing 80 and a 55 where she was doing 40. And I passed her legally. I gave her 3 car lengths, used my signal to get back over.
fuck, that's hot.
And then she started like getting angry. And I'm like,
Nope.
bitch, I've been following you for 10 miles. That's why I didn't get here sooner.
Yeah.
And I was respectful. I was
Nope.
giving car lengths behind her. I wasn't tailgating her. And I'm like, I just want to go the speed limit.
My only goal ever driving is to do the speed limit.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit if I go over.
And people don't
I do
stop
not
at
wanna
stop
ever go
signs. People
under.
run
If,
red
if
lights.
there's somebody coming up on my ass, I move over.
Yeah, I will too.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
If I'm the slow one, I'll try and get out of your way.
if I'm doing 12 miles over the speed limit and somebody rides my ass, I'm going to get over as soon as I can.
Yes.
That's convenient for you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like I'm not
already
going to
doing
cut
12
some.
over.
I'm not going to cut somebody off.
I'm not going to speed up either.
You're right. 100 that either.
I'm not speeding up either. Like I had on my way out I had to go to Liberty Union up in Baltimore today. And we're on a 2-lane road. It's a fucking country road, whatever. I'm doing 60 in a 50. So I'm already doing 10 miles over. This dude comes up behind me like he flashed me. Okay. He let me know that
you
he's
saw
going
his
to go.
dick and balls.
No. He let me know.
That's impressive.
He hit me with his high beams.
Uh-huh.
He let me know that he was coming around me. But that dude had to have been doing fucking 90 on a country road. And he's just like, poof. And Harley goes, yeah, he's doing about 80. I'm like, he's doing 90, Harley.
at best.
Like he went.
That's impressive
around
for
us.
your youngest daughter, though, to know, even be that close.
Well, it's because I'm always spouting off.
Well done.
I'm always spouting off like driving etiquette and all kinds of shit. But she can also see how fast we're going because I use Waze and it's right there in front of her.
I'm afraid when Jug gets his license, Huck's an engineer mind.
Yeah.
He likes the way the machines work. He likes to figure things out.
Yep.
I think he could build a great car, but Judd is going to be the guy that's like, you build it, I'll wreck it.
Yeah.
Because we went to a car show yesterday, first time as a family that Kevin and Beth got to take their new cars.
Uh-huh.
And the whole time, Judd, like every car, if the hood popped up forward instead of lifting the traditional way, he loved it. The old cars with the granny seat in the back that lifted up, he loved anything unique. He loved, which is what I love.
Yeah.
I like different. Mm-hmm. And the whole time, anytime a car fired up to leave, he was like, "Oh, that sounds like a race car. Oh, that car sounds fast." And he rode my car because the Bug, we literally got it running.
You should
Friday
take him out
night.
to a race some point and be like,
We're going
sounds
to.
fast, right? It fucking didn't even get 10. It didn't do 10 seconds in a quarter mile. It's slow.
But yeah, he rode my car because the Bug we just got running Friday, took it out Saturday. So it's like, and the car seat doesn't work well in it. So we're in my '78 Lincoln, 400 cubic inch engine, and I'm like, I turn on the main road to go to this car show and I punch it, and just
But you went
And
nowhere.
it's not the fastest car, I will admit. But he rode in Beth's car around the property and stuff, and it putts around. It's a 69 Beetle. It's got like 55 horsepower.
If that.
He's like, I said, "You like Daddy's car?" He goes, "Yeah, I used to like it more, though, but Mommy's car is cooler." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, The engine's in the back. Like,
Yeah.
yours is fast,
But the engine's
but the engine's
back.
in the back. And I'm like, you have a very low set of standards.
Yeah.
We'll fix that. But he loves going
All
fast.
Porsches are in the back.
Right.
Well, except for the 944s.
True.
Or
914 was mid-engine.
and the 928s are
Anyway.
yeah.
But, yeah, I saw his eyes looking at all these high-powered classic muscle cars, and I was like, he's going to be trouble. And I love it, but it's also going to hurt me when it happens. It's like, that's what I want my boys to be into cars like we are. But he used to like Papa's old truck, and then Uncle got that Gran Torino with the 351 in it and dual exhaust, and he liked that, but Mommy's car's the engine in the back. I'm like, that's the slowest vehicle we own.
I almost bought Lexi a 500 horsepower Audi S4.
You're so dumb.
Almost.
Yeah.
I was so close to
You're so
traveling.
dumb.
Yeah, and
I honestly,
that would have been a horrible news story.
I was like, you know what? It's an S4. I'm looking at A4s. I'm looking at S4s. I'm looking at.
you should buy the S4 and give her the fucking FJ.
No. The FJ is much more dangerous than an S4 is.
Yeah, which means she has to go slower to not die.
No, because you can't see anything. There's so many blind spots on that truck. You can't see shit.
There is, for what it is, yes.
There's no way that I would put her in that fucking thing right now. Not an
needs a
inexperienced
96
driver.
Cherokee.
She is not getting that either.
That's a great
Especially
vehicle.
yours.
I don't have one anymore. I haven't had one for a decade or more.
Whatever. But
Toyota from the 80s.
Yeah.
well, I'm still
Get her a 95 Camry because they're still on the road.
Yeah, right.
she'll probably end up with an Audi of some facet because that's
You love
what
high maintenance costs.
that's what I didn't pay anything for. I didn't have any issues with mine. The oil consumption, I didn't put any money into that. I just sold it. I didn't.
That's a good resolve to the problem.
Well, once Audi said that they were going to fix it, and then they didn't, I'm like, fuck it, sell this thing, get rid of it. Audi should have fixed it.
Sounds like a company you should buy a car from for your daughter.
But my S5, fucking love that car.
That was a nice car. It was fun.
I had no issues with that car. I had no, other than that oil consumption issue, I had no issues with that A4 either. I would totally buy another one that was like a 2013 or newer because they fixed the problem. The problem is they put the wrong piston rings in the fucking car.
The problem is VAG.
No.
Everything they put out, they're like, hey, we fucked up. We fixed it. Oh, there's another issue. We fixed it.
That's just because you had a fucking
fixed
issue
it.
with your fucking
We're
1.8 liter.
almost there.
Yeah.
You had two 2 liters or 1.8 liter turbos, and you had issues with both of them, and so every fucking car has a
Look,
problem.
No, German engineering is great for 20,000 miles.
No, it's not.
I agree.
15.
I had that. Both of my cars had
Like
over
any
20,000
car,
miles.
there are
Both of your
highs
cars
and
have-
lows.
Yeah, but both of those cars didn't have more than 100 horsepower.
My S5 had
I was
330.
talking about your Golfs.
Well, fuck those things.
I saw an R32 on the way out here, though, and I was like, man, those are fun.
They were fun. Scared the shit out of my boss in one of those.
An R32?
Yeah.
Golf?
Yeah, when they first released, I was working at Buyers.
Nice. I didn't know you ever did that.
Yeah, I took him out. I said, "Hey, there's an R32 over here in a 6-speed."
I would take one of those, and I'm not against all Volkswagens at all, but those ones we had, man, they were.
The 1.8s had some issues.
They had all the issues, not some, all of them.
They had sludge issues. They had turbo issues. They had issues.
My
But
B55,
my
5.5 Passat, literally the oil drain plug just fell out.
yeah, but
And it was installed correctly, and it just fell out while I was driving.
well,
That's not something I look for in a daily driver.
but both
That's
my
if that's like an old vehicle that you only take the track and you expect stuff to blow up.
both
fine.
of my GTIs had no issues. They were 98 horsepower, 105 horsepower, whatever, 115 horsepower, whatever the fuck it was. They were 115 horsepower. But the one I got 42 miles to the gallon in.
You can do that in a Prius.
I had I would never buy a fucking Prius. Eat
wouldn't
shit,
either.
you fucking tree hugging hippie. I had no issues with
If
those.
only we knew how he really felt.
Right.
about this.
The A4, the only issue I had with that was the oil consumption issue. Other than that, mechanically, it was sound. I had no problems with that car. The S5, zero issues with that. I just had to get rid of it because Liz wanted a fucking pool and then found out that I didn't have to get rid of it because our mortgage only went up $20 a month.
Womp womp.
Swing and a miss.
Right. So,
Maybe you should have waited until after it was in to get rid of the car.
well, we were anticipating.
Oh, I'm projected to beat Mike
Oh.
in fantasy
No.
football.
Yeah, by
Anyway.
0.3. That was True anticipation.
Let's end this show on
The end.
I'm right. Randy's wrong. Check us out on Facebook
I'm
and
neutral.
Twitter.
Insta, Google, Tweetstagram.
Yeah, for Malort, Mike, and Randy at the Mac Shack. We're out.